I wrote a piece for Medium about how I get my news, and it ended up on a journalism professor's midterm, and I asked her if she could send me the responses of the students without their names, and so I had about 30 different entries to look through of how people get their news and what sources they use, and it was really interesting. Most of the students had one kind of global news source, New York Times, Huffington Post, CNN, Yahoo, a big portal, but then also local. And I think that that's something that's really interesting. They were all checking, the Orange County Register or something that was something local to their hometown that they were keeping up with. And I think it's really interesting to think about the paywalls that we're seeing at the New York Times, at the Washington Post. They certainly exist elsewhere, Financial Times, and thinking about what people will pay for access to, especially in a world where people are sort of in the mentality that news used to be free, so why would they pay for it now? People don't think of journalism as a service in the way they do when you walk in to get your hair cut and you pay money when you leave. Just because papers used to be free and things that somebody once told me the anecdote, like when Santa Monica wanted to ban plastic bags, I said to somebody interviewing them, would you pay for a plastic bag? And they said, no, it's like soda on the airplane. It used to be free. And there's sort of this entitlement to things that we once had. And I think it's really interesting to see the New York Times article on The Guardian getting the scoop on the NSA leaks said that The Guardian has gotten a lot of, emails or incoming messages that that people would like to donate and support them. And I think ProPublica is sort of an interesting nonprofit example to look at. They just turned 5 years old, I believe, and people really want to support an organization like that and be a part of the crowdsourcing that they do. And I think that maybe it's about being a little bit more transparent about what the money would be used for or what kind of projects people are working on. I think there are some really interesting examples of news sites. I think it was ProPublica who went to Reddit and said, we want your ideas for things that we should look into. And I think that readers really appreciate that kind of transparency.